Yes. Check here, database administration. Basically, we have seen like as a DBA or database administrator, our job is what? Maintenance. Okay. Just remember, we are not developers, we are not testers, we are maintenance people. Okay. Means what? If any issues are there with the database, okay, so we have to handle those issues actually as a DBA. Okay, that's remember database and database server maintenance is our job. Please use chat panel if any queries are there, any questions are there. So I'm not using headset, I'm using only mic. Yeah, just to avoid the disturbance. So please use any chat option is there if any questions are there. Later from tomorrow onwards, I will allow you to speak. Okay, we can talk also, no need to worry. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's remember like our job is what? Database and database server maintenance is our jobs here as a DBA. That's remember we are not developers, we are not testers, we are maintenance people. Okay. Yes. Tomorrow, if any issues are there, for example, if any performance issues are there, any connectivity issues are there, okay, so any disk space related issues are there, all those issues we have to handle as a DBA. Okay, that's remember like our job is what? Maintenance actually. We are not developers, we are not testers, we are maintenance people. That's remember once we enter in the organization, in general, once we work for 6 months, then it will be easy job for us. Okay, means what? 80% similar issues are repeated, 70 to 80%. Okay, so some new issues may be there that is common. Those issues we need to handle. Thus, remember, as part of database and database server maintenance, regularly here like our regular activities in monitoring and troubleshooting here. Our regular job is what? Monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular job. Means what? We have to monitor the servers regularly. Means what? If any space related issues are there, connectivity related issues are there, we need to monitor. So we need to troubleshoot the problems. In general, remember like hundreds of servers are there. We can't sit with the server, we can't continuously monitor, right? Yes, for that purpose here we are using some tools, we are using actually monitoring tools. Okay, so whenever there is any issue, so the tool will capture the information and it will send the mail. Tool will capture the information like space related issues, IO related issues, CPU related issues, memory related issues. All those, let's say log shipping fail, anything happen, remember tomorrow in the server, automatically will get email notification. Okay, just will connect through Outlook Express. We can check exactly what happened. We'll go to the ticket. We'll see what happened exactly. We can plan for troubleshooting. Okay, that's remember like our regular job is what? Monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular jobs here as a DBA. Okay, yeah, that's remember like uh, other activities are there like we have to apply the patches actually. So patching SQL server. Okay, so handling space related issues, disk space related issues. Okay, so handling CPU memory issues. Okay, so in the same way, like implementing automation means why? Because generally here, see, we have jobs and maintenance plans are there here. So by using these jobs and maintenance plan, remember, we'll implement automation. Why? Because remember, like let's say in my organization right now we have 560 servers, for example. Okay, 560 servers. In that we have almost all 200 plus production servers and remaining dev test UIT servers. Okay, but remember tomorrow something see, 560 servers are production to 200 plus. See how we can manage 3 members team, 5 members team, right? So that's why we are going to automate the tasks actually. Like backups are there, we are scheduling the backups. Okay. So depends on the like yeah, schedules here, backup will run. Okay, so depends on some whatever the time we have set for backup, automatically it will run. But tomorrow if any issue is there, okay, backup related issue is there, backup fail for example, then remember we have to check what is the exact reason why the backup was failed. Depends on that, we have to plan for troubleshooting. Okay, so that is like yeah, our regular job is there. So we have to handle the issues. So 80% our DBA tasks are scheduled actually. No need to sit, no need to wake up exactly morning 3 o'clock, no need to take backup. Okay, all these are scheduled activities. Okay, so that's it, like let's remember like these are the some of our activities are there. One second. Right. The same way said, implementing security for data. Okay, implementing high availability features. I mean, just remember once we enter in the organization, total setup is there with us. Already setup is there. Okay, just we have to start monitoring. We have to start troubleshooting. Okay, complete setup is there already. Okay, no need to install SQL Server. Complete setup is there. Okay, so that is like check it like implementing high availability features. High availability means remember we can maintain one standby servers and standby databases. Okay, so why? Because if production database crash, for example, if production server is down or production database is crash, then how we can yeah, handle the scenario? Our database is down, right? Yes, if production server crash, something happened, remember, our database is down. Okay, suppose if the database is down, then sir, business loss scenario is there to our client, right? If the database is down, business loss scenario is there to the client. That is the reason, remember, compulsory we have to configure what? High availability features. Just remember, high availability features allows to maintain standby databases. Okay, standby databases or standby servers here. High availability features. High availability features allows to maintain what? Standby servers or standby databases. Okay, that's remember like to maintain standby servers or standby databases, we are using what? High availability features. Understood, right? Why we have to maintain standby? If any queries are there, feel free to type in the chat panel. Why? Because this is my production server. This is my standby. Okay, so here see database is there. Actually, database exact icon is not there. Just I am showing like this. See, in production server, database is there where applications are connected, users are working here with this production database copy. Okay, this is our production. Okay, but tomorrow if something happens here, database crash, database is down unexpectedly. Okay, so yeah, same copy. If the database crash, something happened, remember? So yeah, application is down, right? Suppose let's say like yeah, we have like hsbc.com, okay, Paytm or PhonePe or GPay or Amazon.in. If something happens here, for example, let's say like if the yeah if something happened like that, our database is down, immediately remember website is down. Website not will not work. Means what? Indirectly what we have to understand, business loss scenario is there to our clients here, right? Business loss scenario is there. That is the reason, remember, compulsory we have to maintain the standby servers here. Compulsory we have to maintain what? Standby servers. Means what? In standby server, same copy of database we are maintaining. Means one time we'll set up this. Whenever the changes are made in production copy, automatically remember same changes are applied to standby automatically. Okay, no need to manually apply. First time, remember, we have to set up one time. Just we need to set up one time. Then remember, automatically the changes are going on. Automatically changes are updated. Just we have to monitor whether the changes are applied successfully to secondary or not. Just we have to monitor. Actually, remember, we'll get automatically email notification. If something happened, remember, automatically we'll get email notifications here. Yes. So that's remember like how in SQL Server, how we can maintain standby server or secondary servers here. We have some concepts are there in SQL Server, which we are calling them as what? High availability features. Okay. So we have same concepts are there. For example, let's say like we have three major concepts are there here. See, in case of SQL Server, like log shipping. Log shipping. Logs are nothing but remember changes. Shipping means what? Transferring here from one server to another server. Okay. So first time I will take full backup. We have to restore here same copy. Then whatever the changes are made here, same changes are automatically applied to the secondary database. Just we have to understand here, like we are maintaining one duplicate copy of database. Just we have to understand. Okay, why? Because tomorrow if this production database is crash, for example, if this database crash, no problem. Immediately applications can continue their work with which database? Standby database. Okay, so that is the purpose of here, like why we have to maintain standby databases or standby servers. One question is there, being a DBA admin, what we do if any server or database is down suddenly? Could you please clear this? Yeah, yes, Vandana, that's why if any database down or if any server down unexpectedly, it's very exceptional cases, actually very rare cases, but it may happen. Suppose let's say this here see production, this data center is there here in Hyderabad, for example. If something happen like power related issues or like yeah, so like if anything happened, remember, uh, yeah, generally power issues will not be there, but unexpectedly some disaster occurs, something happen, right? If database crash or server crash, that is the reasons here we are making this standby. Yeah, so that once this gets down due to any reason, immediately with less downtime, we'll make this server up and running so that our applications or users can continue their work. Clear, right, Vandana? Means we need to maintain the compulsory to handle this scenario, what you are asking. Compulsory, we have to maintain what? Standby databases and standby servers here. Compulsory. Okay. So, yeah, we'll recover later. We'll recover this later. But why? Because we can, if you are recovering, it may take time, right? Yeah. So if you are trying to recover now, it may take time, half an hour, 1 hour. We can recover 100%. Okay. So, but yeah, it takes time, right? So till you are taking half an hour or 1 hour time, whatever our applications, right? Business loss is there for the applications. First, let the application should continue their work with this database. Okay. Later we can make this back online. Right, Vandana? Yes. So if there is no standby database or standby server, remember, then we have to recover by spending some time, half an hour or 1 hour. Okay, right. One question is there. Can you please repeat? Yeah, log shipping we'll see. Yes, one by one I will repeat. Just remember, purpose of log shipping is what? Logs are nothing but what? Changes. Shipping means what? Transferring. Okay, means what? Whatever the changes are made in production database copy. Okay, in production database copy, whatever the changes are made, same changes we are maintaining in which server? Standby server. Same changes here. Understood, right? Logs are nothing but what? Changes. Shipping means what? Transferring. Periodically, changes are transferred to which server? Standby server. But in log shipping here, some limitations are there here. What are the limitations here? No immediate sync. Means what? Suppose let's say if somebody has made some changes here in production database, let's say changes are made in production database at 8 a.m. for example. So to apply those changes here, it takes some time. So after 8:30, the changes are applied. Means what? Immediate sync is not there. In case of log shipping, immediately changes are not sync with the standby. Immediately changes are not sync with the standbys here in case of what? Log shipping. Okay, so that is the second major problem is there. Yeah, second major problem is there here. No automatic failover. Means what? Tomorrow if this production database crash, automatically standby will not become production. Standby will not become primary. Manually, we have to bring this database online. Means what? Applications or users will experience downtime, right? Yes. Applications or users will experience downtime. Clear, right? No immediate sync. I think we are following, right? Yeah, if any simple doubts are there, please feel free to type in the chat panel. Okay. So just in the recording to avoid the disturbance, so I will allow you to unmute also. No need to worry if you want to have If you have any questions, you can unmute also. I will allow you from tomorrow onwards. Okay, no need to worry. Yes, yes, check it. No immediate sync means what? Immediately changes are not applied, time taking process, and no automatic failover means what? Tomorrow if this production database crash unexpectedly, automatically it will not become production. Automatically it will not become production. Manually we have to bring this database online. Clear, right? Manually we have to bring this database online. Means what? Application downtime is there or not? What happened? Sorry, I think I have to maybe I started Zoom with some other account. It is saying meeting will end after 10 minutes. Okay, no problem. We'll continue. So with same ID, you can log in. Maybe I will check that. Maybe I think I have started with free account, Zoom free account by mistake. We have paid account also. There we have unlimited times for meetings. Okay, no problem. We'll continue. Yes, check it. That's why to avoid this problem. I think all are following, right? If any simple confusion is there, ask me. No need to worry. Okay. Just remember lock shipping purpose is what? To maintain same copy, duplicate copy. In general, remember here in case of India, most of the production databases are there in Chennai production servers. Standby servers are there in Mumbai. Mumbai actually. Okay. So why? Because something happened in Chennai, no problem. Our standby database is there in Mumbai. Immediately we can allow the applications to continue. But sir, to overcome these two major limitations here, Microsoft has come up with mirroring in 2005 versions here, DB mirroring. 2005 version, Microsoft has come up with what? DB mirroring. See, name itself is saying mirroring, mirror, mirror, right? Means what? Same copy of database is maintained. So that's why remember here, purpose is same to maintain as it is copy. But remember in mirroring, we have immediate sync is there. Name itself is saying mirror, right? If you stay in front of mirror, immediately we can see our image, right? Yes. That's remember immediate sync is there. As well as here in mirroring, we have automatic failover. See here? Means what? Tomorrow if this production database crash, automatically this standby will become production. Automatically the database comes online. Immediately users can continue their work. Understood, right? Automatic failure is there. Means what? Immediately users can continue their works here. Okay, so means what? Business loss scenario is not there. Means suppose let's say I'm placing some order on Amazon.in. For example, production database crash. Okay, okay. Immediately what happens here? This standby database comes online. So means what? User will get the message your transaction failed. Retry, retry. Once you click on retry button, immediately request is submitted to standby, which has become production automatically. Immediately transaction will success. See here, only slight disturbance is there in case of what? Mirroring. Understood, right? But again, mirroring is one-to-one feature. Some limitations are there again. One-to-one feature means what? One primary or principal database can have only one mirror. One-to-one features here. Okay, that's why to overcome these problems, again remember, Microsoft has come up with always on from 2012 onwards here, SQL Server 2012 onwards. Just remember, always on is also, remember, it is database mirroring with the extra features, additional features here. Always on is one to many feature, one to many feature. Okay, so extra features are there, additional features are there in always on. One to many feature means what? One primary can have multiple secondaries, multiple secondaries here. One to many feature. Okay, right, right. Okay, that is like three major features are there here. All these three features purpose is same. We have to understand. So to maintain what? As it is copy of database. As it is copy of database here. Understood, right? All the people. We'll see today. Remember, most of the clients here, we are going with always on today. Okay, so we have always on, we are using today 70%, 20% mirroring, 5 to 10% log shipping. Only always on only today. In my organization, already have said no, 560 servers are there. So almost like 50 servers are there with always on, and 20-30 servers are there with clustering, and others are standalone servers. Okay, yes, yes, that is like we have to understand, sir. These are the various concepts are there to maintain as it is copy. The same way, say, like as a DBA, we have to work with on performance tuning. If any performance issues are there, we have to handle that performance issues. Okay, yes, yes. So the same way, like upgrading from lower version to higher version. Okay, these are the various activities are there. These are the various activities we have to handle here as a DBA. That's why in the summary we have to understand here, don't get any confusion. In the summary we have to understand monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular job. Monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular jobs here as a DBA. Clear, right? Yes, yes. Okay. Let's say how we are working with one question is there SQL Server use OL. We have both Vandana, OLTP as well as OLAP. But as a DBA will work mostly with OLTP. OLAP is a data warehouse. Basically, to maintain what data warehouse we have OLAP databases. This whatever the production databases are there, generally those are OLTP databases. Okay, where the applications are working, users are working. 80%, 70% we can say OLTP, 20 to 30% OLAP. Okay, basically for online transactions, OLTP is their online transaction processing. OLAP is their online analytical processing, that is for reporting purpose. Okay, how we can work with SQL Server? Just here to connect and work with SQL Server, we are using one tool called Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. So we are familiar with, right? SQL Server is one of a RDBMS product developed by Microsoft, right? Yes, yes. So that's very much like servers are there somewhere in the data center, actually in UK, US, Australia. You are sitting here in Hyderabad office or Chennai office. We are supporting that clients here. Okay. Yes. That's remember by using this SSMS tool, we are connecting and working with SQL servers here. So we can connect here graphically, we can work here, or by using the commands also we can work here. By taking new query, we can work with SQL servers here by using what? Commands. Yeah, SSIS, SSRS, AS are there. Those are BI features, business intelligence features. We'll see later. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, that is like just what we have seen. What are the major responsibilities of DBA, as well as to connect and work with SQL Server. We are using this tool SSMS. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to re-log in today. Sorry for that. By mistake, I have started. Yeah. Uh, with the free Zoom account, I have started this meeting. Actually, paid account is there with us. Okay. Okay. Yeah. These are BI features, Vandana, business intelligence.